Hello everyone, this is Tenzin Kanto from ACJ Newsline. So today I'll be updating you on Florida shooting which happened last Wednesday at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland. So the suspect, Nicholas Cruz, is a 19-year-old boy who was expelled from the same high school earlier. So the Sneed family who took in the suspect claimed that they had no idea about the coming massacre and that he seemed depressed, lonely and quiet, which for them seemed normal because he lost his adoptive mother last November. So James Nee, the foster father, he confessed that he knew about his gun, but never let him take out from the safe, and that he said he thought that the key to the safe was only with him, but now he doubts that. Cruz legally bought a semi-automatic AR-15 rifle, which is considered a war gun, from Sunside Tactical Supply in Florida last year. Cruz faces 17 counts of premeditated murder, one for each victim, and he is held without bond at the main Broward County Jail and also placed on a suicide watch. So last year, there was a vlogger named Ben Bennett. He reported a YouTube comment which said, "I am going to be a professional school shooter made by a Nicholas Cruz." So after the FBI investigated this incident, they now came up with the result that they could not identify the user who made the comment. So after all the mass shooting, Trump's tweet, which basically lashed out on the FBI for taking the tip-off lightly, the shoot survivors are saying that he's making all about it himself and not considering the gun control violence and changing rules accordingly. So then after more than a day's criticism, the White House came up with a statement that the president will hold a listening session with unspecified students on coming Wednesday and meet with the state and local security officials on Thursday. So if we talk about gun controls in US, especially in Florida, war weapons like AR-15 are more easier to buy than a handgun. So Florida has a 3-day waiting period for handgun purchases, but anyone without a felony record, domestic abuse conviction, or any other exceptions such as commitment to a mental institution can walk into a gun store, wait for a few minutes to clear a background check, and walk out with an AR-15, which I repeat is considered a war weapon with style rifle, magazines and ammunition. So now the researchers have come up with the statement that due to the easily availability of AR rifles like AR-15, a lot of mass shooters use this gun to carry out their operation. So in 2018, according to the data from Gun Violence Archive, till February, almost 30 mass shootings have happened already.
This is Tanisha Narkar reporting from ACJ Newsline. 5 women were killed when a gunman opened fire in an Orthodox church after service in Russia's highly volatile Dagestan region. 5 others were critically injured and they are currently battling for their lives in hospitals. The gunman was later identified as Khalil Khalilov, a resident of Dagestan. He was shot and killed on site by policemen, but his wife has been detained for questioning. This is not the first attack to have taken place in Dagestan. It has been an insurgency-affected area since 2015 when ISIS started its North Caucasus branch there. ISIS claimed responsibility for the attack, but no evidence has come up for it yet. Soon, a video emerged showing a man with his face covered in a ski mask, sitting in front of the flag of the caliphate, next to a hunting rifle and a knife, which are the weapons believed to have been used for the attack, where he pledged allegiance to ISIS. But the authenticity of the video has not been confirmed yet. Dagestan lies between Chechnya and the North Caspian Sea, And the last attack to have taken place there was in 2015, when gunmen opened fire, claiming to be targeting Russian intelligence officers.
Hi, I'm Shrija from ACJ Newsline. A 500 kg bomb was found grounded in River Thames in London recently. The device was destroyed in a controlled explosion underwater. This is not the first time that unexploded munition from World War II has been found. Even now, 70 years later, more than 2,000 bombs are uncovered every year. Between 1930 and 1945, US and British Air Forces dropped 2.7 million tons of bombs in Europe. Most of these high explosive devices are found buried very deep and is often discovered by construction workers working in the major cities like UK, where having important features such as railway junctions and ports. This makes it look like the German bomb campaign had a strategy of focusing on this important cities as key targets.
Hi, I'm Rochna with ACJ Newsline. I have some updates for you on the situation in Rio de Janeiro. As you all know, on February 16th, the Brazilian president announced that the army will be overseeing all security measures that are happening at the city. On Sunday, however, there was a protest by inmates of an overcrowded prison, which some reports say is under the control of certain criminal gangs. Anyway, in the protest, 3 prisoners were shot at. The police retrieved 3 guns and a grenade. Now, after many rounds of negotiations, the protest has quelled. However, some sources say that the reason for the protest to occur is because of the military presence at the jail. You might be wondering as to why these things are happening in Rio right now. Well, there are some reasons for it, mostly financial. Firstly, due to the heavy financial crisis that is happening in Brazil right now, there's heavy recession faced by the people. To this, there's some severe corruption that occurs both at the government and at the local level. In addition to this, oil prices have slumped. All of these factors have allowed the criminal gangs in Rio to become emboldened and take some severe steps. Civilians in Rio can see their city becoming into sort of violent areas, with gunfire being a very, very common occurrence. My name is Rochna. I'm with ACJ Newsline. To read more, visit our website. Thank you.